Give me a guard under $4,500.
Yeah, so if you're going to maybe spend up with SGA or with DeJounte Murray, I think you can pair those guys with someone like Killian Hayes at 4,400. Back-to-back 21 DraftKings points game. He's been going off lately in Detroit. But really, I look at this as a potential blowout scenario where you're playing a team in Phoenix that's won 17 in a row. I mean, this game could be wildly out of hand by halftime or by the end of the third quarter, even with Devin Booker not playing. And I think that maybe turns into a scenario where we see a little bit more of Killian Hayes. He has a little bit more license to do things on the offensive end if this game is a blowout in garbage time. I think the same goes for Corey Joseph at 4,300 in Detroit. And then if you look at the other side of this game, I think Cam Payne at 4,100 is going to be a relatively popular option with Devin Booker out. And I think you could say the same thing about Landry Shamet at 3,100. I almost feel like DraftKings is baiting us into trying to play Landry Shamet at 3,100. He's going to be super popular, I think, as a pivot without Devin Booker.
All right, Friar, what do you want to do here? I need under $4,500 in the guard department.
Yeah, I'm going to stay with the Blazers again, and I never thought I'd say this year, but I'm actually going to go with Tony Snell at 3K against the Spurs. He started with Lillard and Powell out, and again, Powell is questionable, and with Little out as well, that there's still going to be those minutes there for Snell, even if he's not starting. And when he got those extra minutes last game, he almost gave the people who drafted him 6 times value, which I know doesn't take much when he's at dirt cheap price, but you're trying to go for a salary saver here, and he's going to get opportunities, and that's all we can really hope for in this situation. So save a lot with Tony Snell tonight, and you got a little opportunity to get, you're going to get that value back at minimum.
Yeah, Gary, you got someone who could really return some value for us here?
Yeah, along the same lines as Nick, I think you really can start to focus in on Portland's reserves. It's just a matter of picking who you trust, because it's not exactly like an amazing list of players. And again, this is all really, it hinges on Norman Powell being unavailable tonight, because you'd think he'd probably log somewhere in the realm of 35 to 38 minutes if he's healthy and able to go at a high usage rate as well. But the thing with Tony Snell, even if he plays 30 minutes, he's just such a low usage rate player. I can't really trust him. I always come back to that one Bleacher Report graphic of just Tony Snell 0, 0, 0, 0, 32 minutes. Like, that's such a Tony Snell game. So you got to find someone who's got a little bit more of a quick trigger on that bench. And thankfully, they've got 2 guys in the form of Dennis Smith Jr. at 3,500 and Ben McLemore at 3,100. Both of those guys had usage rates above 30% in their last game. I don't feel great about it, but not a ton of obvious value on this slate as of right now, below 4K. I'd lean McLemore. You're going to need him to hit his shots, but he's never been a guy to turn down a shot. So probably 8 to 11 field goal attempts for McLemore tonight if Norman Powell doesn't play.